1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready.
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor. I am Zbrah, and I'm joined alongside with me once again, DJ Tracer. We are the rearEnders.
Yo, what's up?
And we're going to get right into the music. We got a fun-filled show for you once again, rearEnders edition. This one's called Man Moving Arms. Like, though, I guess, by Mahari. Turn that volume up. We are the Tastemakers, and you're on the dance floor.
Let's go.
You're listening to the rearEnders.
You're listening to Tastemakers.
Dash Radio.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
Let me hear you scream.
What up, y'all? We the Tastemakers. This is Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor. And I'm joined, like I said, with Tracer. We're the rearEnders. And we're just going to keep this flow going. We're going to get the music, and we're going to go into our first segment.
Woo! Label time.
Ooh, I love that sample. We are into our label talk. That's right, and I'm going to kick it off today. And this label is called World Sound Label. Have you heard of it, Tracer?
I have not heard of this label yet.
Oh, yes, now you have. It's from the good old UK, and it's by no other than Kevin Andrews. It started in 2008. Kevin Andrews, his background is tech house, progressive house. I would prefer, funky house. I would put in that realm. And after spending 10 hard work years heavily involved in the current dance scene, Kevin decided it was time to undertake a project of his own and start his own record label, which, like I mentioned, is World Sound Label. It gave him the ideal opportunity to express what he has learned from the industry and showcase all his new individual productions alongside getting involved with other artists that include Juan Kidd, Jesse Garcia, Kid Massive, Paul Harris, and Patrick LaFunk, just to name a few. And his direction focused around the current underground dance scene. I would describe the label, like I said, funky house. It started as maybe more of a house and tech house realm, but the energy level of the music is made, I would say, more for the club scene, and it's loud, big, and full. And it's, like I said, it has that funky feel. So it almost, when you hear that music, to me, is not fitted for the underground scene. You know what I'm saying? When it's like
a little bit more mainstream sounding, right?
Yeah. More
club.
More club, like I was mentioning before. So I'm going to highlight one of Kevin Andrews' song, actually, and it's called World Sound Disco Jams. What a title with that, right? But this one came out in 2020. This one came out this year, actually, 2021. And the song I'm going to highlight is called Start to Dance. And it's, like I said, a Kevin Andrews original. Came out in 2021. And this will give you a little sense of what the label's music sound is like, because this is pretty much a good example of it. And I hope you're vibing with it. This is our label talk. Let's get to it. This is Kevin Andrews. Start to Dance. So that was it right there. World Sound Label from the UK, started by the DJ Kevin Andrews. Do you feeling that funk?
Yes. And I want to preface something, because you said they called it an underground sound, but maybe it's underground for the mainstream person
that's
who
what I was-
only listens to pop radio and doesn't know about the underground. But for us who live in the underground, who go to underground parties and go to raves, that's not underground. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not underground.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, if you compare it to someone that goes to EDC or a mainstream festival.
But I feel even someone that goes to EDC, they know the difference between what's underground and what's mainstream. I'm saying maybe
to a certain extent, some people are just listening.
No, whoever goes to Lollapalooza. If you go to Lollapalooza, you don't know what the underground is.
Yeah, right.
You only know radio music.
Lollapalooza is in Chicago, correct?
Well, it used to be all over the place, but is it moving still or?
Isn't it in Chicago?
Yes,
I
sir.
went to Lollapalooza.
It's in Chicago, right?
No, I've never been to
Yes,
Chicago.
sir.
Well, I've been there at night. But
Should we ask Siri? I think it's in Chicago. But Chicago, as you know, starts up house music. So
Yes, sir.
they have the underground scene there.
Yes, sir.
But like I said, this is the World Sound Label UK. It has that funk feeling, that the little quick samples of vocals, a big feeling room sound club music. And if you like that, this is your label. They've had plenty of tracks in the top 10 on Beatport and Track Source. So Kevin Andrews is making a name for himself with this label, and just keep them checking out. They always have another banging release after banging release. So that was my label talk. Check them out. They've been around since 2008. And some of the catalogs, they haven't been really releasing music until the last couple of years, but this is World Sound Label. And I'm going to keep the flow going, and I'm going to get on to our track of the week. This one is the artist known as The Swiss, and it's called In the City. This is the original mix, and let's just turn that volume up. This is our track of the week.
Are you ready?
Favorite record of this week's show.
We are the Tastemakers.
Dash Radio.
Music is the vibe.
Don't want no short dick man.
All right, guys. You know what that means? That means we're doing our original versus rework. You all know what it is. And Tracer is going to take it away for us right now. What you got for us?
Hey, so basically, this is one of my all-time favorite tracks. I never get tired of it.
Wow.
And when I saw a remix come out again for it, I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
But anyways, this is a house classic, and the original is called Lola's Theme.
Lola's Theme. So shall we just get into
Run
it?
it.
Oh, run it. You want to get into it right now.
Get into it, baby.
All right. This is our original versus rework. Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor. rearEnders Takeover. And this is our original track, Lola's Theme.
You're listening to the rearEnders. To the rearEnders. To the rearEnders. To the rearEnders. To the rearEnders.
How could you not feel fabulous listening to that?
I always feel fabulous.
Yeah, I listen to that when I walk out of my shower in a towel and you can see the outline of everything. Yeah, it's this song.
After you come?
No, before.
Oh.
I always do it after the
That
shower.
makes more sense. I'm taking my notes. So that was Lola's Theme.
Yes, and so now it's been remixed by KHEMIS and Victor Perry. These are the new guys in house music.
But the original was by, we never mentioned it.
Oh, it's by the Shapeshifters. Released 2004 on Positiva, and I remember that day.
Oh, I love that label.
Yes.
Yeah, Positiva. They've been around for a while, yes.
Yes. So
I've actually covered them on this show, believe it or not.
Positiva?
Positiva, yeah.
Oh, what a great record label.
Yeah.
So many good tracks came out of that. But you know what? I really think that Positiva licensed a lot of tracks that came out on different labels. That's what they really did.
Interesting.
But they had an amazing distribution, so you can get their records everywhere.
Wow. Alrighty, so back to Lola's theme. Who do we got as the rework?
So this one is the KHEMIS and Victor Perry remix of Lola's theme by the Shapeshifters.
You're listening to Tastemakers
with Zbrah and Geebs.
You gave me that look like, what's special about this?
Yeah,
you know, sometimes I gotta be honest with you, and I know a lot of DJs have like really scratched their head at this, but sometimes the original, you just can't beat the original.
Don't even bother trying reworking it, remaking it,
Right.
remixing it, whatever you want to.
Lola's theme is one of those tracks. It's iconic.
Well, the vocal too.
It's iconic.
No, yeah.
You can't fuck with it, and then when you do, it just.
They got to chop it up. Honestly, chop up the vocal. Just don't. When you use the whole line, it always sets the vibe.
Right.
And you can't get away from that original vibe.
Yeah. And I've heard remixes where they take an element out of the original and it just kills the spirit of the song.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
This one, because the original, I picked I would hands down, I would take the original because you can play the original anytime and people go wild.
100%.
Yeah, so there's no reason why would you play a rework of it, because they're not going to go as insane as the original.
100%.
But can you give us a little insight of
who KHEMIS is?
KHEMIS and Victor Perry.
So DJ KHEMIS is a 20-year-old French producer.
Oh, he has a great following on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, KHEMIS.
Willem KHEMIS. KHEMIS.
Yeah, he released it 4 days ago on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Lola's theme.
It's cute. Cute guy too.
Yes. Them French boys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
He has a small mouth. Small mouth means huge cocks in French.
No way.
I'm just kidding.
Well, he knows because he's half French. But we're going to get back to the music.
All right.
And that was our original versus rework segment. I'm kind of frazzled here.
We're not live, are we?
We are live.
No.
Sorry, we can't cut out any of this. But like I said, we're getting back to our music. And this one is called Soul Searcher. And this is, like I said, this is our rearEnders takeover. So we're playing some tracks that we would play for you on the dance floor. And I hope you're getting that vibe. I hope you're feeling that vibe, because this is the Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor. This one's Soul Searcher by Kideko and who? Turn that volume up. Let's get tasty. Let's dance. All right, guys, that is another Tasty Tuesdays in the books. This is the rearEnders takeover. I'm Zbrah.
And I'm Tracer. And thank you for having me in the studio again. It was so much fun.
It always is a good time. You can find me as myself as Z-Man Zbrah.
And me, you could find me at DJ Tracer 101 on IG and DJ Tracer 101 on SoundCloud.
So many 101s. Or you can find us both at The rearEnders on all social media platforms.
Yes, sir.
Yo, stay tasty, keep dancing,
And keep loving the music, baby.
Yeah, we'll see you on the dance floor. We out.
Bye.
You're listening to the rearEnders.